This is the race-by-race preview for Happy Valley. We race there on Wednesday night under lights, and we've got a good solid 9-race program with the Japan Racing Association Trophy. The main event of the night, we've got Class 2 over 1650, which is the highest class race of the evening. Great to have your company. Tom Wood here with Paul Lally and Nick Child in the studio, and Nick, no Zach Purton with COVID, Hugh Bowman a close contact, so they're out for the night, but should be a good night nonetheless.
Yeah, it certainly should be. Look, obviously it takes a little bit of the gloss off the evening with no Zach and no Hugh, of course, who was due to have his first rides of his new stint at this meeting, but still there's some really good racing on the programme.
And a little jackpot as well for the 6-up, Paul.
Yeah, good one. 2.4 million going into that jackpot, so you should get over 6 million for a winning single $10 unit. So that's always a good bet type if you haven't tried that one before. Whole host of first starters. Looking forward to seeing a couple of those run around, and also some that run in other jurisdictions.
Yep, for sure. Not as many first starters as we had at the weekend on Saturday, but a few that are lining up for their debuts here in Hong Kong. Let's have a look at race number 1. It is Class 5 over the 1200 metres, the Fukushima handicap. And at the top of the weights here we've got Le Plevite, who is dropping into Class 5. Cigar Buddies has drawn Barry 11, has a terrible second up record. Carry the Diamond missed it a little bit last start. Hearty Wish drawn a 9, slight improvement from his last couple of runs on barrier draws there. Flying on the turf, Matthew Chadwick rides for Jamie Richards, UW brother. There with Raging Blaze, who's got the pacifier coming off, and Dashing Genius from barrier 12 for Luke Ferraris and Tony Cruz. Speed here, Nick. UW Brothers got plenty of that. Cigar Buddies has certainly got some of that. And where does Hearty Wish end up from 9?
Where does he end up? I mean, he'd need to sort of tack across a bit, wouldn't he, from his wide draw? I mean, with Cigar Buddies, we know how quick out the gates he can be, so he'll obviously go forward. UW Brother, another horse that can find his stride quite quickly, so there'll be a good pace on here. Le Plevite, who's down in grade, they might try and set a bit handier with him. Paul drawing a good gate, and Alfie Chansberg. Yeah,
as well, and Fortune Marbo from the inside draw also likes to go forward as well, so he's likely to be there. Dashing Genius, he normally gets back.
Yep, he certainly does. Heavenly Thought coming back to 1200 metres. Let's have a look at Hearty Wish first of all here with Flying on the Turf and Dashing Genius. This was Dashing Genius 3 runs ago for him now, but this horse here, Nick's been knocking on the door, Hearty Wish.
Yeah, he's done a good job actually in those last couple of races. I didn't mind this run when second. He's got only a pound extra to carry, and you'll notice the horse on the inside in the blue and orange hoops, that's Island Surprise. He's won a Class 4 since.
Yeah, he did win nicely, didn't he, last start? The only query I've got with him is where he's going to be in the run from barrier 9. It just looks a little bit tricky on paper. So if he can get in, I think he can easily win, but I'm just worried about that draw.
Yeah, the UW Brother now, he likes to go forward, as we know, Paul, and it should give you a good side. He has won at Happy Valley, but that was over the 1,000.
Yeah, and so look, he's been running over 1,400 metres. They even extended him to 1,650. I like the fact that he's coming back in trip now, back to 1,200. His win was off 32. He's rated 31 now, so he's a well-rated horse. You can see in his runs he's been in front right till the end. So if Cigar Buddies doesn't annoy him too much, then I think he can win.
Yeah, and from a good gate as well. Sylvester de Souza's been riding extremely well, so I think there's plenty of positives there.
Yep, certainly. Raging Blaze, another consistent performance from him without winning. Euro Missile in this as well. And Nick, he'd been going okay 2 and 3 starts ago, Euro Missile.
He did, didn't he? Ran a couple of really nice races here, obviously, over 1,200 metres. The all-weather, look, did it suit him? Probably not. He's had 3 goes on it and he's never placed. But look, he obviously has shown his limitations. And as for Raging Blaze, Paul, well, he's not from 20, but I would love to see him win one.
Yeah, look, I'm going to put Raging Blaze in just on a minor line because he is quite consistent on that line. The thing that worries me, Euro Missiles has been declared Aurora in the past, so there's always that little question mark with it.
Yep, that was going back a wee while. He has had surgery for that too, has Euro Missile. A favourite for this first race is Flying on the Turf. Does he figure, Paul?
He does, but not on top. I'm going to stick with UW Brother. I just thought that this horse, coming back to 1,200 metres, back to Happy Valley, are positives. He's got a senior rider on as well. Flying on the Turf in there for second. Like, his runs have been good, and he's in the right grade. He's been knocking on the door. Hearty Wish, I would have had him on top if he'd drawn nicely. Just worried about where he's going to be in the run, and Raging Blaze. 9, 6, 5, 11.
Yeah, I've gone Hearty Wish here, just on that form. Look, it's probably some of the stronger form coming into the race, with the third Island Surprise last time winning since in a better grade. So we'll put him on top. Hopefully he can overcome that wider draw. UW Brother, I think, gets his chance in this, dropping back in trip. Raging Blaze consistently runs his race, and I think he'll do so again. And Euro Missile returning to Happy Valley looks a positive for that one. 5, 9, 11 and 7.
Those are the boys' selections for the first Class 5 1200 metres, the Fukushima handicap underway at 6:45.